All right. Well, welcome everybody to our daily Rhino Run huddle. It's Friday. How's everybody feeling? Huh? Yeah. Let's see those teeth. Show me a big smile. Give me a little fist pump. Yeah. Heck yeah. I love it. You guys are awesome. Awesome. Well, it's been an amazing week. I can't believe it's Friday already, and we've still got more good value to bring to you guys. Who was on the Champion Success Profile interview last night with Abby Smith and I? Did anybody get on that? If you guys didn't, make sure to go back to the Champion Success Profile page and watch it. I honestly think it's one of the best interviews like I've ever seen. And it had nothing to do with the fact that I was interviewing her. It had everything to do with Abby's story. It was just absolutely incredible. I think it will be an amazing third-party resource to utilize because she really breaks down, you know, her walls and shares some super vulnerable stuff that I know a lot of people will connect with. So make sure to go check that out if you haven't. Let's start out with some gratitude. What are you guys feeling grateful for this Friday morning? I'm grateful for some fairy dust ketones. Trish says she's finally home. Oh. I'm dying, y'all. I'm dying. Oh, man. Wrong tube. Amazing workout. Keto up. It stopped snowing. Workout. New home. Concussion is healing. Being off from work. My team. Safe flight from Georgia. Y'all. My dad taking the kids for the day. Keto cream. The fact that I woke up this morning. I love it. CrossFit open today. My sister-in-law. Awesome. Love. I'm grateful that I'm still breathing after I just choked on my ketones. Okay. Great. So how about since we've kind of been all week, we've been hearing takeaways from EPIK and then applying activity into our businesses based on the things that we've been learning. So each day I've kind of been saying, like, recognize somebody that applied what they did yesterday or what we learned yesterday. So let's recognize the people in the chat this time that have just been straight like hustling this week, like rhinos, like people that have been showing up, somebody you've seen on every single call this week, people that have been applying what they're learning, and they are like fully all in, committed to their businesses and pushing harder now than ever. All right, we got Jessica Watts, Tony Salviano, Bianca Parent, Nicole Mendez, Jenny Smith, Shelly Mount, Emily Marie, Samantha Rose, Katie Rose Olson, Chantel Saint Amand, Bella Butcher, Marilee, I can't pronounce the name, Connie Russell, Emily, Brianna B, MVP Factory, Christy Jones, Brittany Askin, Nate and Anna Justice, Katie Estrada, Riley Pearson, Charlotte hasn't missed a single call, Crystal Hendricks, Christina Cooper, Deb Potts, Jay Covert, Heather Hooker. I gotta say it like it's spelled, y'all. Amanda Prairie. Ash Gray, always keeping me in check. Lauren Smith, Jesse Anderson. You, Alexis Brady. Aw, love you guys. My mentors, Mick and Momo and Emily Maurice. Becca Jennings. Kelsey Giggy and baby Maddie. Charlotte Isabel. Woo! Y'all are on fire. This week has been so amazing. Drop a 1 in the chat if you have found value in this week's content and if you are super excited to continue to apply the things you've been learning into your business. Yes, queen. Love it. Cool. So, so today we're going to continue on with the same theme, but, you know, since it's Friday, which is the best day of the week to some of us treat every day like Friday, but I thought it'd be cool to have some pro champs and some of your leaders share, just to get some, you know, deeper level perspectives and just kind of hear what people at a higher level kind of took away and are feeling and thinking from the event. Are you guys into that? You want to hear from some of our pro champs? Yeah, awesome. So I do know we were going to have Katie Rollins and Kendra McMurphy. We're both going to be sharing today, and they got called onto a last minute call with BU, so they actually aren't here. But we've got some other people that are going to share. It's going to be amazing, and maybe if we have time, we can have a couple people step in that didn't plan on sharing, but heck, why not? Because it's Friday, people. Awesome. Okay, so let's start out with Pro Champ Miss Jodi Redfearn. Are you here?
Hello, can you hear me?
Jodi?
Can you hear me?
Oh, sorry, I had my computer muted.
I was like, no, can't hear me.
I can hear you. And I'm pretty sure I'm like sick with the same thing that you had. Everybody that went to EPIK is, well, not everybody, but I've seen a lot of people. Like Sylvia's sick, a couple girls on my team. I'm like, what the heck? I can't breathe out of my nose.
I came home and I seriously was in bed for 2 days with like fever, body aches. My husband's like, what the hell did you guys do over there?
Oh my God, your dog. Look at your dog. Oh my God, y'all.
The naughtiest, like 4-pound thing ever. I'd say I'd get out all the toilet paper everywhere. She's crazy.
All right. So why don't you share with us just everything that is amazing and awesome.
Okay. First of all, who has a keto up right now? Can we cheers? If you don't, you got to get you some. This stuff, I am addicted. I need like 3 a day. They are incredible. I can't wait now that I'm better to go work out or to drink this and then go work out. It's going to be like on another level. So I think one of the main things, and I kind of shared this in one of our COC debriefs, is just vision. I remember last year going to EPIK and the final night, just seeing all the people come on stage and be recognized for their ranks, their achievement in the company, and just thinking, like, our company is full of so many diverse, different people, and I love that. And it was that one of those moments where I was like, I can see myself up there next year, and if they can do it, why can't I do it? And so getting up on stage this year, being recognized as a pro champ, it was just one of those surreal moments where I'm like, I saw this happening and it's happening. And for me to visualize taking it to the next level. And one thing I did that I'll share with you guys, it sounds silly, but it's huge. I was running fast towards rank 7 with my team, of course, and I had Post-its all over my house that just said 7 everywhere, all over my office. My kids had, like, they just knew what it meant. Like, we're running towards rank 7. And one of my goals, I have never been like a visionary until maybe like 4 years ago, but forever I've had the goal of putting a pool in my backyard. And I've had that up on my goal board for 4 years. And I knew getting to that pro champ would do that for our family. And so my kids, anytime they're like, why are you working or on a call, or why are we selling ketones in another parking lot? It's like, you guys want your pool, right? We got to do this. We got to share ketones with people. They made mom a better mom and have more energy. And we got to share that with other moms, and we're going to put a pool in our backyard. And we did that. We did that last summer. And so that just gave me chills. Just having a clear vision, seeing yourself swimming in the pool with your kids, and for the rank 7, seeing myself go up on stage and have my team there with me. And now the vision is to have them up there. And I was telling Kendra at EPIK, I said, you know what? I don't have 8s around my house. Like, why don't I have 8s around my house? I haven't done that. She's like, you know what? I don't have legend around my house. And you can do the same. You can apply the same thing to people that you really want on your team, writing their name on Post-its and having them in your office where you can see, and go give touch and love on those people that don't cold message them and tell them that they'd be an amazing business partner. Go start a relationship with those people and see that happening. See them coming to EPIK with you next year. See what it's going to feel like. And one of the things that I also really want is for my husband to be a business partner with me. He does commercial real estate, so he's going to continue doing that. He loves it, but seeing him more involved with the business, like I loved seeing Matt with you there and Kelsey and Cole and, you know, all the couples together. Like, I'm like, I want my husband here with me because he's my best friend. And so that's one of my next visions, but just really digging deep and finding the things like that you want to happen, that you see that, you know, I see our family traveling whenever we want to and taking our kids all over the world and helping other people. I've done mission trips in Africa, and I want to take my kids to do that at some point. And so just having those things that you can literally see happening, figuring out what you need to do to get there, and then putting the work in, putting your head down and putting the work in to get it done. And then you're going to look up and be like, holy shit, I did it. Like, we did it, you know? And then setting new goals. I think it's, once you do reach that, I'm like, cool, I built a pool. And then I was just kind of like, I did my goal, like taking it further and making it about other people and helping them reach their goals and their dreams and for their families. Like, that's an incredible gift that we get to be a part of, to ask them what their vision is and what they want to do and how they want to do it, and being involved in their vision as well. So, that's what I got for you.
Oh, so good. It's so good. I love it. And, you know, I think what's interesting about this is that I know for me, like when I show up to live events, I start thinking bigger when I'm at events. And you know, like, so by you showing up to EPIK last year, it put it in your head that you wanted to go on stage, which then you this year went up on stage. You know what I mean? So by getting to a live event, you're allowing yourself to be in a position to think bigger and dream bigger because you're seeing other people achieve at a higher level. And like you said, like, why don't I have 8s around my house? I was feeling the same way. I'm like, I've just been, you know, consistently hitting 8 for a while. And I'm like, why am I not like pushing for 9? Why am I not pushing for bigger and more? Like, you know, it's so easy to set goals for ourselves and then just kind of get comfortable there. So I love that. I love like stretch yourself and get invested in the goals, you know, of the people on your team too, because really what it comes down to is you help the people on your team get somewhere, and that's going to help you get, you know, I mean, that's how it all works, right? I think it was Zig Ziglar said, like, to get to where you want to go, help as many people as you can get to where they want to go. Right.
Yeah.
Like,
and
so.
I guess in it, you can implement this too I did a post on our team page, and I just said, like, you know, what's your story with ketones? How did you get started? And what are your goals? Like, what do you want from this? And it's powerful. Like, all of the promoters that are commenting, I'm just like, wow, like, all you got to do is ask and then listen and figure out a way to do it and put the work and help them figure out how to put the work in to do it. And one of the things that Kendra taught me early on too is, like, don't worry about the how. Like, we can overthink things so much. Like, you can see Kendra standing up on stage as a top earner and think like, oh my gosh, how many promoters is that? How many customers is that? How much volume is that? Like, what could I ever do that? And you have to think, like, if you're focusing so much on your vision and just sharing ketones and helping promoters with their vision, it's going to happen. And you don't have to worry about the how. You just got to keep going. Like, overthinking is paralyzing. So
Yes, very true. Well, and thank you so much for sharing, Jodi. Y'all show her some love. That was so awesome. I just loved that. And, you know, something that Brian James shared in one of the breakout sessions at the Playbook event, this is something you should totally get down in your notes. I loved it, and I can't wait to start implementing it, is every single new promoter that comes in, you ask them 3 questions. What do they want out of this? Are they coachable? And do they want to go slow or fast? Like, you know, I think that's so great to, you know, kind of tie into what Jodi's saying, like here right off the bat, hear where they're coming from and where they want to go. And then get invested in their vision. It's interesting because for a really long time in my business, it was all about me. It was like, how can I make this income? How can Matt and I move to the mountains? How to blah, blah, blah. And it's like crazy. All of a sudden I've had this shift to like, I'm invested in like Kelsey and Cole and Macy and Maddie. I'm invested in, you know, Haley and Mila. I'm invested in like the families that are on my team and like what they're trying to accomplish in their life. Right. And that just makes it so much deeper. And so to really like help see the vision of your people is super powerful. And I think makes this job like so much fun. So awesome job, Jodi. Thanks so much. All right. Where is Mr. Nick Couch?
I'm right here.
What up, man?
What's going on? I just flew into Georgia this morning.
Georgia? What are you doing down there?
Keto workshop.
I love it. I love it. Well, why don't you give us the goods? I know you always got the goods, Mr. Couch.
Oh, man. So for those of you that aren't familiar with me, this is my third EPIK. I've been to every EPIK the company's ever had, and somehow every year they keep getting more EPIK. People are like, describe what it was like. I was like, it was epic. Like, there's no other, I don't even know if epic's a good enough word. Like, I don't know how we keep outdoing ourselves. Like, the whole freaking event was a takeaway. Like, you just have to be there. Like, I've never missed an EPIK. I never plan on missing an EPIK. And, like, it's just you have to get there to experience it. Like, we can talk about takeaways, and I can share my energy, my enthusiasm, and my passion for what happened there. But unless you're sitting in the seat, getting those chills down your spine, filling a notebook with notes, like, you'll never get what we get when we're there. So I don't want to take up a lot of time. So we did a mindfulness session with Mitch, and I love how he said expectations will pull you backwards. Expectations set time frames that will sabotage you. So many of us are like, I want to hit rank 8 by March, or I want to hit rank 4 by April, or whatever. You're setting an expectation. I'm going to hit it by this date. Stop focusing on the expectation. Start focusing on the intention. Like, I need to do this every day to get to this rank, instead of focusing on the date and the goal. And kind of tying in one of the other speakers, they were talking about setting micro goals. Like, don't expect tomorrow to wake up and do all this crazy activity. Like, try and get 1% better every day. We talk about that a lot. So big thing out of that was just set larger intentions. Like, be more intentional with your time. And that was huge. I have another note here, but I don't remember quite what he was talking about there. And then for those of you guys, you may have caught it on one of the other Zooms this week. We had the speaker there, and Nick Santanastasso, I think that's how you pronounce his name, but he was born with one arm and he has one deformed finger. And like, he could have had all these things said on his life, like, oh, you can't do this, you can't do that, you can't do this because you have a disability. And I loved how he said that a bad mindset is the biggest disability. He said, this isn't a disability. Like, and I got a lot of things out of Nick's talk that I want to apply with my kids. Like, his parents never coddled him like, oh, you only have one arm, here, let's put your clothes on. He told us stories like they literally threw his clothes on the ground in front of him. They're like, figure out how to put your clothes on. Like, we coddle our kids too much. And think about your business. Like, who in your team are you babysitting? Who in your team are you coddling and doing stuff for? Like, they're grown ass adults. Like, stop pulling their hand. Like, we get stuck doing that too much. But I love how he said he has a tattoo on his arm. You laugh at me because I'm different. I laugh at you because you're all the same. Like, I love that the people here prove we are definitely not searching for better. And it goes back to that micro goal thing I was talking about. He said, confidence is a skill, self-integrity. Like, if you say, I'm going to do 10 minutes of reading tomorrow, freaking do it. Hold yourself accountable. Like, and if you don't do it, like, you need to like reflect on what you did each day and make a decision. Like, do I want to do this or do I want to dabble? Like, people say they want to be a rank 8, but like, it takes a lot of freaking work. Like, trust me, I know. Like, guys, like, you got to start holding yourself accountable and stop setting such big goals. Set micro goals. It's going to be huge. And then I'm going to give you guys the VIP debriefs, DOC huddle up with BU on Sunday. Monday, he's been the best year of your life. So number one, get your pens and papers out. Feed your mind positive stuff. And in parentheses, I wrote, you have to guard your mind. Like, what kind of music are you listening to? What kind of videos are you watching on YouTube? What are you watching on the TV? What's the negative crap you're listening to at work? The reason I quit my job as early as I did in my Pruvit journey was because I would go to work positive and I would come home negative. I was surrounded by a bunch of freaking cows that were miserable. I just had to get out. I had to protect my mind. And how I did that was I quit my job. Was it scary as shit? Yes, absolutely. But you have to guard your mind. And like Nick said, your mind sets everything. Number two, strengthen your body. If you listen to Dr. Colin Champ and Dr. Ken Ford at EPIK, they talk about lifting weights and lifting heavy weights and getting stronger. More muscle means a lot of other benefits. It's not just to look good in a bikini. Number three, find a coach and a mentor. They're two different people. And when you find one, you need to respect them. You need to listen to them, and you need to apply what they're saying. Like if you have a coach or a mentor, or whichever one, if they're telling you like, hey, go do these things, respect them, listen, apply. Take massive action. Action moves the ball forward. Protect your time and do more. Everything needs to be an income generating activity. And for those of you who don't know, Brian James gave me the nickname 3.5 years ago, Massive Action Couch. I've built my whole business on massive action. I didn't have a big business. I never did network marketing. I started from ground zero. I got to where I'm at by hard work and just crushing it. Like, I slept 3 hours last night. I'm down here. I'm ready to start grinding. Like, I don't take a day off. Now there's some days where I don't do as much as others, but like massive freaking action. Number 5, get outside of yourself. Number 6, contribute more. It's not all about the achievement. Like, give back. Like, if you want to invest in your business, invest in your people. Contribute to your team. The number one place you can invest is in your team. And there's other areas you can contribute to. Like, it just feels good to give. Like, when we do the money drop, if you haven't been to an event, I'm not going to tell you what the money drop is. When we do the money drop at the event, like, I think 99% of people in the room have a tear or a chill down their spine. Like, it just feels good to give and let go. And then last but not least, number 7, life is growth. We always hear it, if you're not growing, you're dying. But ask yourself on a daily basis, am I growing? Are you getting better? Are you reading? Are you getting on these Zooms? It's hard to have a bad day when you're on a Zoom with a bunch of fired up provers, crushing life, crushing goals, wallpapering their house and post-it notes. Like, it's guys, like, what we're doing is huge. What we're doing is powerful, and we're stronger together than we are alone. We can go further together than we can alone. Like, we've got to just stay around each other. This is guarding your mind. This is the energy you want to be feeding in your mind. Guys, just keep showing up. Take massive action. Be reckless in 2019. And just go after it harder than you've ever gone after it. Stop freaking out about what Billy's going to think about your Facebook or what your coworker thinks about you drinking ketones. Who gives a shit? Like, it's your life. We get one run at life. Let's go.
Boom! Ah! Can you guys feel the fire? Oh my God, that was amazing, Nick. Thank you so much. I love that list of 7. I'm gonna like plaster that on Post-it notes and put it on my wall. That was amazing. Thank you so much. Yeah, mic drop for sure. And you know what? I love that, you know, Nick's talking about like the small wins each day. It's so easy to get inside of our heads about, well, I need to get here by this time, or you know what? The way you're going to build confidence is by actually doing stuff in your business. The way you're going to build confidence is by saying, tomorrow I'm going to reach out to 5 people, and then actually get up and reach out to 5 people. Like, so many people, I think, get quote unquote stuck, or they're like, I don't know what I'm doing wrong, or I don't know why I'm not moving forward. Well, the first place I would start is, are you doing what you're saying you should be doing? Are you saying what you said you were going to do? You know, are you following through? Because every time you say you're going to do something and then you don't show up for yourself and you don't follow through with that, you lose confidence. You get down on yourself. You feel bad. You have a pity party. So it might be the smallest thing, but give yourself one thing you're going to do today and actually do it. Stick with it.
Can I add one thing real quick to that?
Yes.
Look at the rewards plan. Why do you think it's rank 1, star 1, star 2, star 3? Rank 2, star 1, star 2, star 3. 3, star 1, star 2, star 3. They're micro goals. Alexis didn't wake up the first day she joined Pruvit at rank 8. I didn't wake up at rank 7. I was a rank 1. I was a rank 1 star 2. I was a rank 3 star 3. Like, you have to take the baby steps to get to the top. And this was a quote in the elevator at the event. If you remember it, it said there's no elevator to success. You've got to take the stairs. So guys, stop focusing on I want to be a rank 8. Start focusing on I'm a rank 4. I want to be a rank 4 star 1. I want to be a rank 4 star 2. There's a reason the rewards plan set up that way. Stop focusing on the huge end game. Start focusing on the little baby steps. I love it. Thank you.
Yes. And again, you guys, activity that gets you to MVP is the activity that gets you to legend. Like, truthfully, it truthfully is. What you need to do in your business to hit MVP, to get 2,000 in volume, to come into your business, which is about what, 26, 27 boxes of ketones. You just continue to build that foundation and do that over and over and over and over and over again, 1% better every day, showing up. I mean, that's how you get to the higher levels. Those people are doing absolutely nothing different, and there is no magical sauce that they're drinking that you're not. I mean, truthfully, it is how can you continue to do the same activities in your business today that are going to help you hit MVP this month, and then continue to repeat that and teach that to the people on your team. Awesome. Miss Sylvia, do you want to share quick?
Yes. Hello. Hey, everybody. Hi. Okay, so you know what? I'm just going to dive right into it. And this really does play on exactly what you guys were both just talking about. I had a couple really big takeaways. So number one, before I get into number one, real quick, every time you go to these events, you guys, you're going to get something totally different every single time. Every time. It's just mind blowing. So for me, my biggest takeaway was watching people who, when I came into this business 2 years ago, had already been in Pruvit for like a year and a half, and they were stuck at a rank, being number one recruiters on that stage, number one in sales, seeing their entire businesses take a complete shift in turn was like just confirmation and a reminder for me to let everybody else know, like, don't get caught up in, oh my God, like, I've been stuck at this rank for this long. I guess I should just go jump to something else. No, that means you should dig your frickin' feet in the ground and figure out what you're doing that's not working, and figure out what you need to do that will work to shift your whole entire organization. And one of the best examples that BU gave was Nick Martinez. Like, he enrolled 70 reboots in January, and people were like, what the heck? But what they didn't see was him working a page on Facebook for 18 months consistently every single day without seeing that progress and that growth that he wanted, right? So sometimes it's your perspective, and I would ask you all to challenge your thinking and ask yourself, are you being complacent because you've allowed disappointment to set in? So are you sitting in your business being like, okay, I'm going to just go through the steps every day, and you're complacent and you've lost that fire because you've allowed disappointment to set in, instead of you saying like, I'm going to get back up. All right, you know what? Maybe I only hit rank 3 1-star last month. Instead of being like, oh, I'm just going to try for rank 3 this month. No, why not try for 4? Why not try for rank 3 3-star? Why not get that excitement? Because when you allow disappointment to set in, it's literally going to rip you out of your game. And it's so easy. So that leads me to my number 2 takeaway. We start comparing other people. We start comparing, oh my gosh, well, so-and-so just came in to Pruvit and she exploded. What is she doing? Oh my God, I'm watching her on Facebook. I'm following her and she does this with her team and she does that with her team. You guys, we have the best mother effing team in this entire company right here. I'm telling you right here. When I came in, I would not literally have the success without Brian James. Brian James laid the freaking roadmap for me. He laid the foundation. Very freaking simple. What do you know about ketones and ketosis? Connect them to a resource. This isn't something new we're teaching you guys. This is something that Brian has literally been teaching since the day I joined Pruvit. And yet there's so many people who want to sit here and be like, I need to go create a system. I need to go do this. I need to go do that. No, because all that's doing is literally taking you out of activity. It's taking you out of consistency. It's taking you out of that assurance of like, I got this down. So realize that we're already are so lucky to have that foundation. And the reason why so many people have been successful in this organization is because of that simplicity. It's not how many Zooms can you do a day with people. It's not how many people can get you on a phone call, because if you get sick, like I've been sick as a dog all week, I couldn't even talk. Who is going to run my business if I'm making everybody get me on a call? Like, no, that's why we're teaching the play that works to you guys, because it freaking works. So we repeated this process over and over and over. So last, super simple. Are you getting ready to get ready? Because this was like, bam, Natalie Kilborn shared that. And I was like, oh, shoot, I can recognize even in myself where I trip myself up and say like, okay, well, what part of my story should I share? And I just don't know what to do. And so I spend so much time getting ready to get ready that I'm never doing the action. And that was a huge wake up call for me, because instead of trying to perfect my story, just freaking get out there and share it. Get on the platform and share it every single day. And it doesn't matter if you look like crap, or, you know, you're still in your weight loss journey, or you're still in your journey of trying to earn money with Pruvit. It doesn't matter. Just share your passion and share your story. So that's what I got.
Woo, hot damn. We had some good shares today, y'all. But seriously, okay, Sylvia, I just have to piggyback that are you getting ready to get ready thing, because y'all, like, you should have seen people in the audience when she was talking about this. You could see the people that were like looking down like, ooh, that's me. I'm like organizing my highlighters all day long. I'm, you know, making folders for, you know, my different lists of people that I'm never actually contacting. You know, I'm organizing my ketones to make sure they look really pretty in pictures. Y'all, none of that shit matters. It really freaking doesn't, you know? So I think that awareness of asking yourself every day, am I taking activity? Am I having conversations? Am I talking to people? Am I literally saying to people, what do you know about ketones and ketosis? Or am I waiting for the perfect fit? Am I trying to get everything so perfectly organized that, you know, one of these days, as soon as it's all perfectly organized, then I'm going to really hit that activity? I mean, all you're doing is slowing yourself down and, like she said, taking yourself completely out of activity, which then causes that disappointment, which then you lose confidence, which then you end up not moving the needle forward, which then you feel like it's not working. It's like this vicious cycle. So it truly comes down to, are you taking activity? Yeah, swimming with one arm. You're like going in circles forever, and you're like, well, what am I doing? What am I doing? My highlighters are organized so perfectly. I don't get it. You don't need highlighters. I don't own any highlighters, y'all. All right. Well, okay. So one of the feedback pieces I got from yesterday was that we didn't do a long enough tornado for people to get it on their phone. So we're going to do one today. So everybody get your phones out, pull up your Instagram if you're going to do a boomerang or a video. And we got to make sure it's nice and long so that everybody can get it on social media. And then we're going to have like hundreds of tornadoes all over social media, and people are going to be like, what the hell are these crazy people doing? Well, you'll never know unless you come to the good side. Okay, is everybody ready? Give me a thumbs up if you're ready. All right, you guys, okay, how are we going to, okay, so you're going to tornado with your left hand, unless, well, oh my God. I'm like, how do I do this? All right, okay, ready? I'm like, oh wait, we got to unmute too, okay. Okay, 3, 2, 1.
Oh my God. Oh, and I think I came out of the screen.